What's going on, YouTube? It is me, my finger in the way. If you don't know by now, 9 times out of 10, if I'm recording, I'm headed to the gym. And that's for sure where I'm about to go. So that's where I'm about to go. But anyway, man, I don't want to waste y'all time. This is gonna be a quick video, I hope. With a few reviews in it of a couple of movies, but the main point of this video is to talk about developing your own personal superhero. And no, I'm not talking about a character that you create. Now, mind you, you might be able to use this in that way, but for the most part, it's about developing the personal hero within you, the hero that you already are. And I know you're saying, you know, I ain't no hero, I ain't got no superpowers, you know, I ain't got none of this and I ain't got none of that. And in theory, you might be right, but in truth, you couldn't be further from it. And I say that because if you check the history of the world, or the history of people in the world, there have been people who have invented things that are, in my opinion, equal to, or to me says they have superpowers. Albert Einstein, Benjamin Banneker, gosh, why am I drawing a blank on so many great inventors and great people who've done spectacular things? I feel, as a history buff, I feel so dumb right now. But anyway, the last, this year alone, there have been some exceptional superhero movies. Batman versus Superman, Civil War, X-Men, and out of the three, if I had to put them in an order of the best movies of the year so far, Captain America Civil War, Batman versus Superman, and then X-Men. I'm not a big fan of the X-Men franchise. Marvel has done a great job, or Disney, I should say, has done a great job with what they've done with Captain America. All of those movies have been are pretty good, but DC or Warner Brothers, they've been hit or miss when it comes to their Superman stuff. So I don't necessarily rate them as the top of the pedestal for making great movies, but with what they have in the pipeline, if they can do it correctly, I believe that they're gonna make some really good movies. But Marvel right now is the cream of the crop with what they're doing with what they did with Iron Man, what they did with the Avengers, what they've done with Captain America. I don't think they're gonna be making any more Iron Man movies, because the pipeline says that Robert Downey is no longer gonna do an Iron Man movie. So Iron Man is out. They have just gotten the rights back to Spider-Man. That's why he's in, spoiler alert, that's why he's in Civil War. So I'm really waiting to see what they're gonna do with Spider-Man Homecoming, which is supposed to be the name of the new Spider-Man movie. But like I said, this video is not necessarily about my views or my review on the superhero movies of this year, even though Batman and Superman could have been a bit better, but I still liked it because I was just happy to finally see those three characters, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, in a movie together. Thank goodness. It's about time. It seemed like it took 100 years, but it finally happened. The plot could have been better, but we have to understand, as people who have been initiated to the world of comic books, and especially like for me, I've been in this world for 20-something years now. One, to see those characters on screen together was awesome. Two, to see Superman and Doomsday go at it was good. To see Batman and Ben Affleck, thumbs up, dog. Thumbs up, buddy. Thumbs up. You by far, since Michael Keaton, the best Batman I've seen. So, and trust me, compared to George Clooney, that wasn't hard, because George Clooney sucked. Anyway, how do you develop your own personal superhero or your own hero within? Very simple. And you have to take some, I would say, look at some of the elements in the superhero movies. Let's say, for instance, with the opening scene of Batman versus Superman: Dawn of Justice. The opening scene shows the origin of, Batman, basically, another origin story. It didn't really tell the story, but it just showed it, of Bruce Wayne's parents being killed. Well, a hero, in my opinion, now this is my opinion, this is Jimmy Fair's opinion, a hero is born from either pain or bliss. And for me, my hero abilities are born from pain, being that I was bullied. Batman, Superman, the majority of the comic book universe, that's all universes, the majority of heroes are born from pain. There is something just destructive that happened to them, and in that destruction, in that pain, is birthed the desire to help others in their time of need. Now, for you, your pain might not be the death of a parent. For many people, Michael Jackson is a hero. Michael Jackson's pain and bliss are intertwined, or was intertwined. His dad was adamant about him and his brothers being musicians. And Michael, when he got older, felt that his childhood was robbed because of that. And in many cases it was, causing some problems down the line for him. But what you have to look at in your life to save yourself, in some cases from yourself, depending on what your age is, you have to look at what has happened in your life that could be either considered pain or that brings you bliss. You may love baking cakes, but have been told your entire life that you can't earn a living from baking cakes. But that's what your passion is. That's what wakes you up Saturday morning, preparing a cake for a wedding, or making cakes, pies for your family during the holidays. Maybe you enjoy coaching, and no, there might not be money for you in it. You might not be the Jim Harbaugh or something like that, but that's what your passion is teaching young people how to play ball. But it brings, and people have said, you can't do this and you're not going to do that. What do you know about the sport? But that's what you want to do with your life. That's what you feel most comfortable with doing. And if that's the case, or like for me, I was bullied as a kid. I was beat up, I was spit on, I was choked, I was hit in the head with rocks. I was, beat up in front of the class. I was completely hounded about my clothes. I was told I was ugly day in, day out. It happened from first grade throughout graduation, from high school. But because of that, it created in me the desire to help people who need help in the area of confidence, and people who wished that somebody saved them. I am given the ability to be able to now help save kids that are going through the same thing. So my point in saying all of this is Batman v Superman, Captain America Civil War. If you study these characters, whether it's in the comic book or the big screen, a hero is born from either pain or bliss. And when you can figure out what your pain is or your bliss is, and from either one of those, make a decision to do something great with your life. And as Stan Lee wrote for Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. If you can find that out, find your power, understand then that comes with responsibility. And when you take responsibility for the great person you are, you can change the world. You can be a hero. Anyway, this is your boy,